Hello everyone, this is Maritza and I am here in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and we are walking up to the house of the great famous artist locally who lives here in Northwest Arkansas, Mr. Roller Wilson. As you can see, it's a beautiful, gorgeous house here, and that's Miss Katie Wilson's car. And they live here currently, very close to us.
So today, for Art You Can See in a Day, you will be seeing the great painting of all his magical paintings, Brendas Not Farm. So here it is. This painting is absolutely interesting, as you can see. It's nothing out of the ordinary that, usually the great painters do, but this painting is the root of all his famous paintings. That's what makes it so interesting. Brenda's Nut Farm represents Roller Wilson's own imaginary world, depicting a fantasy world that resembles his view on life. This particular painting here is very important just because Roller Wilson's all artworks always root to this specific painting. Brenda's Nut Farm is simply a magical world in which Roller Wilson says it's his own dream. So all of his paintings come from this particular painting, so that's why I'm sharing it with you, just because it's completely unique compared to many other art. Is a beautiful painting full of rich artistic elements. The artist has a very unique technique of painting all his works in plain canvas using rich oil paints, as you can see. The composition of the paintings is very unique as it establishes a theme that rolls off in all of the other paintings, making them gain that chronological relationship in the paintings. The artist uses step to give life to this farm, illustrating the ongoing life happening in the background, foreshortening to contemplate the depth of the art, as well a line of horizon that leads us to this beautiful castle in the background. The colors used are not primary colors, but rather those that fade away, but yet it is contrasting the characters to make them more interesting and have the spotlight in this painting. The intensity of the colors gives us a sense of happiness, joyful, vivid state, and definitely captures one's attention immediately. I see his artwork as a resemblance of psychoanalysis mythology, in the way that is an illusion full of imagery and reveal creativity of the mind. For example, here we can see how each character isn't any different from human. They are very humanized. He tries to give us an illusion that they are alive, that even though they are animals, they somehow resemble a human. The stylistic influences of Wilson's painting reflect that of the old masters. Realism is portrayed by the characters' human-like characteristics depicting ordinary life. Also, the use of oil paint on canvas reflects that to the French realism of the 1860s. An example would be the famous Edouard Monet, whose famous painting Le Déjeuner sur l'Earth depict such similar aspects. Both of these artists are also realists who, through their work, they symbolize contemporary life, giving each character a role in society. For example, in his painting of Edouard Monet, the woman represents, in a way, current female figure in society, which no longer is model-like, but rather ordinary, with the little fat rolls, dependable on men, working, and simply depicting society as it is. The reason why I chose this particular painting and artist is because it's just very interesting to me the way he paints. that usually everything resembles to a symbol that he just randomly comes up with is in his imagination. In this case, everything he relates it to the Virgin Mary, which I thought it was something very interesting. And if you look forward into his artwork, you will see that every person is somehow looking at the Virgin Mary. So I thought it was fabulous. But I hope you enjoyed it as well as I did. Thank you.